Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. My name is Charlie and today we are going to fill out our bullet journal for April, and I am so excited for this journal because I know I say this every single time, but this spread is literally my favorite of them all from 2022. I just love it so much, and you can already see that something is amiss here because I tried something different this time that I don't do any other bullet journal spread. So thanks for stopping by, and if you haven't already, please don't forget to subscribe down below and let us continue on. So you already know that something is amiss, and there's actually two things that have gone wrong with this video. The first is that this is like my 1,700th time filming this voiceover. I filmed the entire voiceover multiple times using my mic. However, that has not worked out because, I don't know, computer technology things. It only ends up recording half of my voiceover, and then it becomes this like muffled screech or something, or like the voiceover just totally disappears on me. So I'm going old school where I'm just talking into my phone. So hopefully this works out. The second thing that is amiss that you can probably already see is that I do not have a jar full of prompts with me. And that is because I received a set of hieroglyphic stamps for Christmas, and I was really excited to try them out. So this month's theme is going to be kind of inspired by Egypt. I am not Egyptian, and this spread can be literally turned into anything, but because of my hieroglyphic stamps, that's the theme that we are working with. So first off, you can see that I used some masking tape, aka just painter's tape or masking tape, whatever you want to call it, to block off the edges of this first page because I wanted something really chic and really beautiful. I went on to draw these really black lines, and I actually really hated them. I don't know why I drew these black lines, maybe because I thought that this was going to be too simplistic. And then to rectify the issue, I decided to add this random swirl in the middle of this circle, which is the sun, because the sun is really prevalent in Egyptian mythology. The god Ra, who is the sun god, has this really primal energy, and he's one of the oldest gods in the mythology, so he's really powerful, kind of like Apollo but 10 times more powerful. But yeah, so that is why I drew some swirls and a sun, and over time it's become one of those spreads where I didn't like it at first, but it has kind of grown on me. Then again, I feel like you can say that with a lot of things because sometimes you just need to give your artwork a chance, right? So I ended up going in to make these black lines sun rays, and I think that the spread turned out really simple and really easy to do, and honestly you could almost change the color theme up of this spread and make it into like a flower or something else. Then right below the sun I just wrote April, and I don't have any idea for the theme in mind, but that is just how it is. You'll also notice that my attempt to take off this masking tape was very much in vain because I actually ended up pulling up some of my paper. Masking tape just does that to me. I don't know. I haven't mastered the art of pulling up masking tape yet. So yeah, here is some nice peeling tape video clips. Yeah, okay. Carrying on. Next, let's leave this awkward conversation to move on to the fact that I have a blank spread on the page to the left, and that is because normally what I would have is a quotes page. I love my quotes. Quotes are amazing. However, I really miss my jot notes brain dumping page. I love having just a blank page where I can have space to write what's coming up, notes that I need to remember, just little tidbits, grocery lists, and things like that. So I decided that this month I would leave a blank page. I do decorate it a little bit that you will see later on, but for the most part I am just leaving it blank because I like having jot notes. And from bullet journaling for many years, I have found that is the most useful spread that I have. Next we have our lovely calendar spread, and as you can see here, I am wearing a bucket hat. I don't know, it was just feeling like one of those days where you have to wear a bucket hat indoors, so that's what I'm doing. I love my bucket hat. It's so nice. It's such a vibe. Anyways, so for this spread, you can see that I am filling it out in pencil first because I didn't want to mess anything up. You'll notice that I do this with my weekly spread as well, and that is because these lines literally saved my life for the design that I was going to do. But we will get to that in a second. Let me quickly talk about these stamps. So as you can see, I have the hieroglyphic stamps stamped out using, I don't know what type of brand this ink is. It came in the kit, but archival black ink is 100% suggest. Now when it comes to the actual stamping, I want to admit that I used a Google Translator type website. I used many actually, because if you know anything about Google Translate, you know that it's very much literal. So yeah, I don't know how to read hieroglyphics, and these are the symbols that I found make the word calendar. However, depending on what translator I used, I got different symbols, and some of these symbols that I got, I don't even have in my stamp collection. This set of images that I have on the side make up most of the translations, and thankfully they also consisted of my stamp collection, so there we have it. And I know that you may be saying, well, I don't have these stamps, so what am I supposed to do? You can, 1, draw out the images, or 2, do a graphite transfer. A graphite transfer is very simple. All you do is print out you can also just print out the image and paste it onto the page. But yeah, you can take the image from a printer and go over the image with graphite onto your paper, and by the time you lift up the printed image, it should be on your page. So that is 3 ways on how to add hieroglyphics if you don't have stamps to your bullet journal spread. Now you'll notice that this is where the kind of handy penciling goes in. So I was originally going to stop the spread at the yellow highlight where I put the weeks, but I decided that was too minimalistic for me. I know, what a surprise, right? And so I ended up going with this nice side banner that I was looking at for inspiration for many weeks, because I don't know, something about side banners just make your spread just kind of professional looking, kind of like the tabs, but without tabs. I skipped the tabs this month and I went with the banner instead. So for the banner, I made this sort of rock pond theme where it's just a bunch of abstract shapes that I use different colors to color in, and then I made sure that I left room for the hieroglyphics. And I call it rock pond because it literally looks like a rock pond if you switch the colors. It's very abstract, very chill, very nice to do. And I actually, while I was doing this pattern, pulled up a movie and watched a show about Chinese mythology and snakes. Lots of snakes. While I was doing this spread. So you will see me cut a couple of clips out, just jump cuts. You'll still see the end and the beginning result. I just cut part of the middle because it's kind of boring, but for the most part, anyone can do this spread. If you have a pen or pencil, you can do it. It was really simple and I really enjoyed it. You'll also notice that for this week, I added a little bit more color by adding color to the numbers on the calendar, and then I decided that wasn't enough color, that I also added this right hand side banner. I just love the banner look so much. And yes, it makes it look professional, but it makes it even look more colorful when you add more than one banner. And I was tempted just to fill this entire page with the color pattern, and that is exactly what I did for my weekly spread. So yeah, I really enjoyed myself. I think it turned out so beautiful and so chic without any effort at all. And it's just nice because this type of spread that I'm making for April is unlike any of the spreads that I have made in this journal thus far, and so it stands out. And I love it. It's so cute and warm, and it just gives me nice spring vibes. Happy spring, by the way. I'm so excited for the summer. I have very high hopes that things are going to be happening, and yeah. So now that we are done the calendar spread, we are going to move on to the week 1 spread. And for week 1, I have to admit that trying to find the hieroglyphics were very complicated. I could not figure out how to translate. I have this booklet on how to read hieroglyphics, and while I'm not a pro, the information that I got from the booklet contrasted the translator sites. So I wrote out the numbers by hand, and then I stamped out the word week. And you'll also see here that I am stamping out the hieroglyphics horizontally instead of vertically. While hieroglyphics are written vertically, they are written horizontally here because I didn't have enough space. And the reason why I didn't have enough space is because I wanted to fill the entire page with those patterns. And so in order to have enough room to actually write my task list out on the days of the week, I did not have enough space to stamp hers vertically. So yeah, there we have it. So entertaining. I love it. And literally anyone can do it. And I love these colors. These colors are kind of what reflect the sun for me, which is why I'm saying Egyptian mythology inspired, or just Egyptian inspired, because I don't really have any explicit references to Egyptian mythology, except I do add a cute little pyramid on the jot notes page later on. But apart from that, it's the sun, the hieroglyphics, and the colors that make this spread unique. And I love it. And you can see here what the spread kind of looks like as I am finishing up the last remaining boundaries for my weekly spread. And you can see here why having this pencil lining is so important, because I don't actually draw in these boxes with black markers. I think that would be a little too busy and take away attention from the hieroglyphics. So we are leaving these as is, and I think they look so nice. And then for the number spread, I have this habit of drawing spreads the same way every week, and I just wanted something different. So for this spread, I decided that I would draw the numbers in big bold colors. And when I say big and bold, I mean like they take up the spread, and it just made everything more cohesive, and I loved it. The spread stands out more, and I love how you have this really complex looking background that didn't take anything but time. So that is a reason why you should, I guess, try this spread out on your own. And yeah, I had lots of fun doing this. I apologize for the fact that this video took so long to get out. I did plan on getting this video out last week, but unfortunately life took over, aka technology difficulties. So there we have it. And yeah, you can see me just checking off my boxes on the monthly future log, because I do forget all the time what days are what. And can you believe that when I'm posting this video, it will already be the week before the last week of March. I'm so excited for this summer, y'all. Tell me what plans you have for this summer, because I kind of want to get into streaming. I don't know. I know summer everyone's doing everything, so I feel like that's a good time to start streaming, because then I don't need to get embarrassed. Like all my embarrassment and awkwardness will get across without many views. I don't know. But that's just a little hint for me. Thank you so much for watching, and subscribe if you would like more video journaling and writing content. I will see you next week for another who knows what video, because I have a lot planned up. And yeah, bye.